Which is in Macomb County. It's located at the end of Union Lake Road, but if you're driving along I-94 at the curve in Clinton Township, you'll see it where it says Clintondale Pump Station. And this is a very critical element of our entire sanitary sewage system for what we call the MID, which is the Macomb Interceptor Drainage District, which is 17 miles long. And one of the things that happened really literally right under this pump station last year, well actually in the last couple of years, but we got it out last year, is something called the Fatberg. And if you think that's gross, you're right. It is so gross it's beyond belief. But what actually happens here, and this is in an 11-foot interceptor, okay? In this interceptor, really, since the advent of these personal wipes, whether they're baby wipes or makeup wipes or personal wipes, whatever, America seems to be obsessed with wipes, which is fine. We always tell everyone to use them, but don't flush them down the toilet. Even though the packaging says that they are flushable, yes, they are flushable, but they are not biodegradable. And so these things are creating what we call rag balls. They are creating fatbergs, and in this case, this fatberg, in this 11-foot interceptor, was 6 feet thick and 100 feet long. It weighed almost 20 tons. And because people also, we're trying to educate folks not to do this, is put down their oils and their greases down into the sanitary sewer, subsequently, with all these wipes, just became this glob of grossness. And but it's very bad for the sewers, of course, because it reduces our capacity within the interceptors, and particularly after a very heavy rain event or something. I mean, we need those interceptors to be rolling, so that they're flowing, so that they are not, backing up into the rest of our interceptor or into people's basements, God forbid. Anyway, we've got to keep our sanitary sewers going. And this might not be the most comfortable of all subjects to talk about, but we need to talk about it because we have to have good habits to make sure that all of our communities are taken care of properly. And that's a principal responsibility that we have here at the Macomb County Public Works Office. Anyway, we got rid of this fatberg. I'm happy to report it's now peacefully at rest at one of our local landfills. But it was a pain getting that thing out. In fact, the group that we had to come and remove the fatberg, I mean, they tried everything. Jackhammers, tried the hydraulic spray, trying to cut this thing up to take it out. They finally had to build sort of a platform over it to chisel it out. I mean, it was really very bad. In very technical terms, bad. So what has happened in the interim, though, is we've received interest from one of our local universities. And I am going to introduce you now to Carol Miller, who is a researcher, and she was very interested in this and is looking to her students, the next generation, who really are going to help us use this as a teachable moment on how we can educate people on what not to put down their sanitary sewers, whether that's in your kitchen drain or whether that's in your, in your toilets. So at any rate, if Carol could tell us a little bit about who she is, her background, and also she's going to explain to you some financial assistance that she's obtained, being on the leading edge of getting a grant to help study our fatberg. And where we think this whole thing is going to end up. So I turn it over to you. By the way, there's no relation.
No relation
we both have the
whatsoever.
same name, Carol and Candace Miller, but we're not related.
Yeah. Thanks, Candace. Yeah. Although Candace calls this gross, and I agree it's gross, but as a civil engineer and an environmental engineer, I find it actually very stimulating and very interesting to study. And I brought two students. Actually, one is a student, Adam Pedersen, and we also have Jamie Stice, who's the program coordinator for Healthy Urban Waters at Wayne State University. which I direct. And as Candace mentioned, we recently were awarded a grant from the National Science Foundation to study the occurrence of fatbergs in large sewer systems, especially more urban systems. And this is called a rapid reward or award from National Science Foundation. It's one of the few awards that they give to deal with a serious infrastructure problem that needs to be dealt with in a very rapid way. So we're here today at the Clintondale Pumping Station with Candace and with others from Macomb County, sort of collecting some samples that will ultimately be taken to Wayne State University for chemical and biological and physical characterization. And we're also working with some of the engineers here to sort of reconstruct how this fatberg first started developing, sort of the seeds of it, and then how it grew over time. And working with Macomb County, we think we're going to come up with some really great innovations that will lead some improvements nationwide. So that's what we're doing. And although Candace mentioned that the fatberg is at the landfill, that's not 100% true, because a small portion of the fatberg is now at Wayne State University being studied in the iBio building on campus. A portion of it will be displayed at the Michigan Science Center, with that display and that exhibit starting hopefully in June. So there'll be a whole story constructed around this issue, and it will be a tremendous learning opportunity.
You know, and that is really, first of all, Carol said that she finds this very fascinating. I would say it's morbidly fascinating, I think, for most folks.
Probably.
And so we are so delighted and very excited about the grant that she's received and her interest in this and that of her students. And we are really looking forward to some really good research going on here, as Carol says, that really can help educate not just us here in Macomb County or even in southeast Michigan or Michigan, but really nationally. And quite frankly, this idea of fatbergs, you're starting to see this more and more now around the country, and you're seeing it internationally. London, for instance, had an enormous fatberg. It's all caused by the same thing. These wipes have just changed the culture, if you will, inside these interceptors. And they have also done some sort of a display that they have at the London Museum, and it has really helped educate folks again. And again, we always look to the next generation to help us amplify the message, good habits, and you know, at the end of the day, it's really